There's the latest on the expected winter storm across the area. Now, some people have something to indicate that it might be serious. I'm going to roll my sleeves up to show it's serious. I'm not showing my guns off. I don't have any guns, to be honest with you, but let's just show this could be a serious situation for some areas. And we have issued some highlights across the area. Anywhere in the purple here, that's a winter storm warning. It includes Casper, Buffalo, pretty much anywhere east of the divide except for the northern Bighorn Basin. Maybe not quite as much snow in here, but there will still be impacts. Also, an advisory in effect for the western mountains, basically. That includes Jackson. Now, we haven't upgraded the watches across the south yet. Rock Springs, Big Piney, Afton as well, Kemmerer. But these probably will be updated as we head through the day, tonight I should say, and also into Sunday. And you want details on this, right there, weather.gov/RIW. Take way too long since there's a lot of different timings on these. So as we time things out, the models have trended just a little bit slower, especially across the north with the onset of the precipitation. So most of the morning it should be okay, at least in the populated areas. Between about 2 to 5 in Cody as well as around the Buffalo area would favor maybe the later times there. And further south of that, during the daylight hours you should be okay as far as travel, but it should deteriorate, especially as you head toward later Sunday night and especially into Monday as well. That's going to be kind of a nasty travel day. And you can see the maximum impacts here. I'll just stand quietly. No music today though. Okay, that was boring, so move on to the next slide. Will be a little bit of wind with this. Now, we're not anticipating blizzard conditions with this, but could be some wind gusts of 30, maybe locally 40 miles per hour, especially as the front goes through. The strongest winds, I think, probably Sunday night and the first part of Monday. Since this will become a dry snow after the front comes through with the rapidly falling temperatures, could blow and drift around quite a bit. Strongest winds, northwest flow, Graybull, Buffalo, maybe around Casper as well. And also maybe out of the mouth, the Wind River Canyon around Boise Reservoir could get kind of nasty there as well. And there's always going to be wind along I-80 as well, but this will probably hold off until, say, the Monday time frame. So as we look at confidence levels, very high chance we're going to get moderate to heavy snow. Everybody probably won't get it, but many areas will enough to put very high there. Blowing snow, high chance of that. That's going to depend on where you are. You don't get a lot of wind, you won't get it, but favorite areas like Buffalo, Casper will likely see it. Travel problems, very high for that. Probably will be some road closures. I can't predict which ones, obviously, but make sure you check road conditions if you have to travel, especially later Sunday night into Monday. Flash freeze, that's a medium chance, depends where you are. Places that got up in the 50s today, like Cody and Buffalo, probably seeing the best chance of that. And one more thing, snowfall amounts. A little more confidence there. We still have a couple of small-scale features the models are having some problems resolving that could affect things just a little bit, but generally more confidence than yesterday. So how much snow are you going to get? I'll take a look here. This hasn't changed much from yesterday, up a little bit. The 12 to 18 around Buffalo, that might be a little bit high. Maybe trend more toward the 12 and the 18. There are nasty travel conditions, though. About 8 to 12 around Casper, maybe a little bit more as you head toward Casper Mountain outside of Outer Drive. Around the Wind River Basin, about 8 to 12 around Riverton. More obviously as you head toward the Lander foothills. Could be maybe 20 inches around Sinks Canyon, and locally over 2 feet once you get up in the higher elevations of the Wind Rivers. Across the Bighorn Basin with a flow like this, highest amounts around Cody, 8 to 12 inches there, also around Thermopolis with a flow. Lesser amounts, probably Graybull down to Worland with the downsloping flow, but still going to be some problems there if you get 4 to 6 inches of snow. Those of you west of the divide, not quite as much there. Generally about 6 to 12 inches across the mountains, but it's been snowing every day out there, especially around the Jackson area, so impact's not quite as much there. 4 to 6 around the Jackson Valley. A little bit more as you head further south. This will probably be the maximum impacted area in the western mountains, the Salts, as well as out toward the Star Valley. And across the I-80 corridor, anywhere from about 4 to 7 inches, but there will be some wind there, and it doesn't take much to shut down I-80, anyone that's ever traveled in that area. So looking at resources, you can see weather, weather.gov, just click on the area you want. Now for road conditions, I want to emphasize this again. Road conditions, road closures, go to these places. Don't call us for this. We don't know anything these people don't know. We don't know when the roads are going to open. These are the best people to ask about that. WyoRoad.info if you want to go on the internet. You want to call them up on the phone, 511 if you're in-state. Out-of-state, 188-WYO-ROAD. Be safe, everybody. We should have another briefing about this time tomorrow. Have a good Sunday.